Yes, good morning, dear viewers of Gaza Media. Good morning, Lebanese people. This is Saturday morning, September 28th. And on the line, I have the president of Limbe, LECUDO branch, Mrs. Asong Mary. She will be joining me. We'll be discussing the activity of LECUDO branch in terms of development, to foster development in the bank. What have they been doing to support the bank development, membership, and the rest? So, Madam Asong, good morning.
Good morning, Gaza Media.
Yes. So, yes, we'll just go straight to my first question. How long have you been the president of Limbe branch?
This is my third year, and my mandate is ending this year. So our mandate is 3 years, and this is my third year. So I am 3 years as a president of Lebanese meeting Limbe.
And do you have an opportunity to run again?
I would have loved so, but there are so many obstacles, there are so many disturbing factors that have changed my mind. Even though many people want me to run again, but except something is done. Because
Okay.
what is disturbing?
Okay, yeah, maybe we may dive into that. If it is not private, if it's something that maybe has to do with community, then we may talk about that. So, okay.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, so now in terms of membership, and estimated, how many people are enrolled, active member?
We have about 180 people, but at times they drop. Some 1 year, some people will come in, they skip the next year, they don't come. But effectively, we can say we are 180.
Okay. In terms of development, the 1,000, that everybody contribute towards the development in the bank, that they contribute and give to the national executive. Can you explain to me how effectively your chapter has been to that regard?
Yeah, before I got to the presidency of the bank meeting in Limbe, when I got there, I realized that for some 3, 4, 5 years back, they had not been paying their LECUDO development dues because they had a lot of issues, they had a lot of problems, they were not paying. But when I took over, I started paying. I even paid the year before because they had contributed the money and it was there. They had not forwarded the money. So I forwarded the money the year before. And for these years that I've been there, we have been paying 1,000 francs per member.
Okay, so therefore means that in your member, if there were 100 to say 200 people, that means you are able to contribute around 200,000 and forward to the national executive.
Actually, we cannot say everybody pays because some years some people don't pay and they carry forward to the next year, all of that. But everybody who pays within the year, the money is forwarded.
Okay.
But I think that there's no year that we can forward less than 150.
Okay. So now, when you guys forward this money to the national executive, do the national executive come back and present to you project what they have done with that money? Or
this national executive that has just been in place, I happen to be the national treasurer.
Okay.
I'm the treasurer of the national executive. But we have not carried out any serious projects. We did the IDP. What we have been doing is the IDP, giving them food, when the American ambassador. So this is the IDPs in Chango. There we bought some food for them. But we have not really carried out a project back in the village. But see, what we do is when you guys in America, you send, we are doing something, we are there to contribute. Like the health issue, we also give assistance in the running of activities that have been going on now in the bank.
Yes, like the road project.
Yes.
No, yes, my curiosity is that for the LECUDO have been existing for a very long time. The national executive that they contribute money and give to them, do they actually have concrete project or program that they run every year with timeline that this year we'll do this and come back and then maybe send report to the branch, because that was something that will encourage maybe branch to contribute that money?
As for that, I cannot tell you exactly that this was done or wasn't done.
Okay. Yes. So one of the thing is the modality in which this money is collected. You are the president. You double as a treasury. So how do you collect the money as a treasury?
When we get to
from other branches, I mean from other branches
national, when we get to our national meetings, general LECUDO meetings, that holds at times twice or thrice a year. When we get there, each branch president comes up with their list or their amount of money that they have collected, and we register it and issue them a receipt.
Okay.
And now the money at the end of the day is forwarded to the treasury, who intends taking. We have an account in a Menji Credit Union in Boya.
Yeah.
So when I get at the end of the meeting, the day after all, I go to Menji and deposit it.
Okay.
And deposit the money, and I have my receipts.
So with the advancement of technology and wiring money now, where the Menji Credit Union Bank is in Chang, I think one is in Limbe, I think maybe Yaoundé, and the rest spread all over. Do you think you must go to the meeting to collect the money?
Yes, for now we go to the meeting to collect the money. That's what we are doing. But I think the president for now has put so many. He has a vision. He is trying to put so many things in place. But it is not easy. You cannot say to people, the bank are meeting today, tomorrow you call for meeting and you come. People are busy, people are doing their own things, struggling, especially with the crisis that we are facing here in the Southwest. So, but I think he is struggling to put things in place because we had a seminar, let me call it a seminar, a workshop, that he talked much on how we are going to be forwarding our monies.
Yeah. Yeah, I was also wondering because sometimes, like if you are the manager, if you are the national treasury, to travel to Chang to hold a meeting, right?
Yes.
The race with the bad road that are, with the bad road that I know, and how much it will cost you to travel to the western region and back. If they can organize maybe a conference call meeting, a Zoom meeting where you engage a lot of people, where people can sit maybe at home and maybe talk without having to travel, without having to spend a lot on traveling, that could also be an alternative.
Yes, we have been having Zoom meetings. We've been having Zoom meetings, especially at the level of the national executive. We have been having Zoom meetings.
Yes. So you talk about how many members are in the national executive?
In the national executive, about 13, 14 like that.
Okay.
I don't really have in my head, but it's around 13, 14.
And these are the people that sit down and make decisions and design what project decision that they have to do for that calendar year.
No, we sit down, we propose, and when we get to that enlarged meeting, we all discuss. Enlarged meeting is all the branches are represented. At least we used to expect 3 to 4 or 5 members of each branch, president and 4 members for each in each branch. When we come together, what we have tried to earmark, we put it down and we discuss. If it's such that we take it, we take it. If it's such that we don't take it, we don't. It's the General Assembly taking decisions.
Yes, but at least the national executive, because if you come in as the president, right, the national executive sit with the executive and say, okay,
Yes.
this is our vision, this is what we want to accomplish for these 2 years.
Yeah, we sit and conceive ideas, conceive projects,
and take it to the National Assembly or to the General Assembly for approval.
Yeah, for approval.
Yeah. So when you people came to the office on March of 30th of 2023, when NJA, His Royal Highness Chief Funga was celebrating his 30-year enthronement in Boya.
Oh yes. It was the same day.
Yeah, it was the same day. So my question to you is, when you people get into the office, or when you were voted there, what project that you guys earmark, or that within that executive that you say, okay, this is our term of office, this is what we'll do?
After that, we have started, we were focusing on IDPs, how to help the Lebanon people, especially the children who are hanging in places. So we thought about back to school, how to make sure that Lebanon children go back to school, even at home and even those around that camp, where things were so difficult for them. So we bought books, we bought some things at school requirements, some that that's included. I gave to them. After that, this when the Benji road came up, we were talking about road project, and then this health, this thing in Chang, that people carry out from there. So we have not really.
So yeah, let me ask you about the school reopening of school, because throughout my reporting, I follow up the reporting of the school. I've not really seen Cameroon. I'm not saying you should be. I'm not bashing you with questions. Sorry, but I'm just saying that I've not really seen. It was where the reopening of school in Lebanon. It is the US. It is the LECUDO USA that mobilized and started the very first school at Bele, okay, where they now have over 18 primary schools. Yes, in Lebanon. So I'm just wondering that the national executive is in Cameroon with very close proximity. I've not really seen them spearheading and mobilizing the opening of some of this school.
Let me tell you something. This national executive we are talking about, they really have. We don't have funds. We don't have money. When we say each Lebanon person pays 1,000 francs, they are not paying. 1/30 of Lebanon people will not pay. They are not even paying. A few of them are in the meeting and others are not in the meeting. So the money is not there. At times we go for a general meeting, we come back with about 100,000 francs that we contributed. That people pay, branches pay, this one pay, this one pay, this one pay. They pay in little bit. So the home branch of Maroon LECUDO is not financially strong enough. It made us in another meeting to say we lift it from the development dues from 1,000 to 2,000. We discussed it and we said people should, various presidents should go and discuss it in their meetings. See, so I think in Douala, yes, in the Douala meeting, it was confirmed that from 25 it will be 2,000 francs. So we don't really have money. We don't have the money to think of a project and carry it out.
Yes. No, Madam Rose, I will also think that if you have a good product, you can sell, right?
Yes.
Yes. If you prepare a good program, that a good project, you come up with a good project and say, okay, this is what we want to do. This is the timeline. And you go out and begin to market to the bank people. They will join you. But if you don't have,
you just said, we're not up to 2 years in office. So there are so many things that went wrong. So we're trying to at least stand firm, fit our feet into the executive. And we start thinking we're not long there that we think that we go.
People have 6 months. People have 6 months left to go.
No, it's 6 months left to go.
Yes. No, I'm a reporter. I follow up news. I knew when. It's just unfortunate that when people were sworn in, when the Fund of Fountain was in Boya, the reporter that I had, I've sent that reporter to they call it Bongo Square. The one that I had was not a Bangwa lady, so she was not very able to go there and gather stock. That is why we did not cover that report or that event. But to say I don't follow up, I follow up. You people have 6 months left to go. You have been in the office for 1.5 years already. Because March of 2025, right, it will be the end of your 2 years mandate. So, but what I'm suggesting is that if the executive, when you come to an office, if you prepare and say, okay, this is the vision, this is what I need to do, may not be project, maybe restructuring. Maybe I want to restructure the LECUDO. I want to revamp the branches. I want to do whatever. But you must put out a manifesto, a program, then you market it. Like, okay, we are talking about the road project that has dominated the whole place. Yes, people are passionate with Lebanon. People need road. But the committee that is in charge, they have to convince the people. There was a video that was circulating for a very long time. Why we need the road. The Fond of Fontaine spoke on that video. It was a 4-minute. I don't know whether you ever saw it. There were different voices that we need this road. People were coming in, and I think that is why you see the bank people, they were so passionate about that road and say it has to go, because the way it was marketed and the way it was programmed, that will set up a committee that will collect money, that will go to a bank, transparency, so that people understand what is going to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to say, oh, school will open, okay, let's go to Njinjense. There were some other school in Bele or in or somewhere else in any of the village. I've spoken to the people in the village that will surprise them with this. You know, I don't know.
I'm listening.
Yes, I'm just saying that if you don't,
We didn't get to that, except I do not know. We didn't get to that. It's not easy to function back home here with this crisis and all of it. It's not easy. Yes, it's not easy. You may think about something doing, but there are many obstacles.
okay, yes. So now, the question now has been one of the questions that I just want to hear your own opinion. The diaspora said they have not been contributing the development dues to the Kudu National, to you, who are now representing that national, because there's lack of transparency. You people don't have project to show that people can contribute money to support those projects. Number one, there's no transparency. That's why they prefer to go home and do their project by themselves without having to give money to the national. What do you say to that kind of response?
No, if in the past there had been no transparency, nobody would want to take money and keep it where you will not see how it works.
Yes.
Yes. If it's America goes to the village and does something, for me, I don't have a problem. But normally, it was supposed to be America send it to national here and they go and do it. But if America sees that it's not going, instead of making the money get lost or whatever, they do what they are doing. I don't have a problem there. But I want to tell you here now that this executive that is in place, whatever Frank had ever come in this executive, it can be accountable for.
No,
yeah. I'm speaking as the treasurer. No franc has been missing.
Yeah, I want to trust you as a woman because the financial secretary.
Yes, until the day I will leave the place, no franc will be missing.
I want to trust you.
I have my records. I have the money there in Menji Credit Union. When I come back from meeting, the next day I'm going to deposit and have my receipts.
Yeah, I trust you because I know the financial secretary through Madame Brose too. She's also a lady as herself.
No, Madame Brose and I, we work together. As far as money is concerned in this executive, no. Okay. Even if we don't use it, you come and see it the way you kept it.
Okay. Okay. Boyambo for America, for Europe, sir, run for election, participate, and do national executive. Is that something that is possible?
Personally, I don't see it proper. I don't see it proper.
No, if you are saying, if we are saying that the diaspora can contribute money to the national executive, can they not also run for this kind of position, like maybe secretary or whatever, or vice president or anything like that?
And the one will be having meetings, except you talk about Zoom meetings, but we talk about Zoom meetings. Back here, the networks are not good. You cannot get people for meetings. I don't have a problem. Whoever we think that he can do it and do it, I don't have a problem. But I want to think that if something is happening in Cameroon, no. I want to quote CWA to you. I'm a member of CWA for so many years. Before we left the village, I was the president for Manfred Diocese. This same argument came up. Those in the diaspora, they felt that they could stand for presidency and all that. We said no. CWA is CWA of Cameroon. It's not CWA of America, London, whatever. you people will function there as a branch. And that's how it happened. Now, like this, they may have the money more than us, no. But here, the national executive is in Cameroon. Then they have branches that way. But a member, no, CWA, there's no member from outside there.
No, don't
All
remember.
members,
No, wait, in the
all executive members are
no,
here.
because
So for say LECUDO to have offices in America while the base is in Cameroon,
no,
I don't know how that.
no, I know what I'm saying is I'm not saying that the base should be here. I'm saying that the national, because let's say if you consider LECUDO USA, LECUDO Europe just as a branch as LECUDO Limbe, LECUDO Boya, LECUDO Bafusam, Cham, Douala, just as branches, right? You are a branch in Limbe. You happen to be in this. Say somebody from the US happen to be maybe the vice president too as well. Because one, I mean, I'm not even looking at the numbers of meetings that they go and hold here. I'm looking what they can do in terms of development, project, action. Not
I
having
understand. Their input can be more than us, no doubt.
no,
I do not doubt that.
I mean, like output, like what deliver, because you yourself have admitted that they've carried on the hair campaign successfully in the village.
No, we cannot compare with you people. No, you do it so well. You have the finances too.
No, it's not just the finances. I think it's the level of the one thing that we are looking at is the level of transparency, because people will give money. There are more richer people in Cameroon than even in the US. People in Yaoundé, there are big peoples. Let me call the word big.
Peoples, yes.
Yeah, big people. Sometimes even when you are asking the buyer and seller, right? People that sell petty stuff, there are some very wealthy people that me and you know that they are director, they work in big offices, they earn over 200,000. So giving 1,000 is not even their problem. They can give 10,000 even. But the question is that until, like somebody said on one of the interviews, that until you present a project, state exactly what you want to do, how transparency you want to do it, then people will be motivated to give their contribution towards that kind of project. So that's why I'm saying that if we harmonize, if people are suggesting that they should harmonize the LECUDO, or the diaspora should also contribute money to the national executive, maybe they should make it the LECUDO general, not the LECUDO national. When you say national, it appears that it is all Cameroon, but when you say general, it becomes global.
Everybody.
Yes, it's everybody. I mean, that was just food for thought. That's something that I think we should continue to have a conversation in a way that we can better LECUDO, we can get more people into give small window mine, which will sum up to a huge amount, which can lead to the transformation of the bank. So I want to thank you so much for your time. I know Saturday is always a busy day.
Yeah, you said you were going to ask about my branch. You have not said anything about my branch.
Yes, we started about your branch. Yes, okay. No, we're talking. I started about your branch, like because you talk about the way.
Okay, just membership. Because
membership
I
and
we had
this.
some difficulties. You said if
yes, the difficulties that I know Limbe. I know there are so many Bangwa people in Limbe. Are they all about 200? I don't believe so. Or many people. Let me call it the Lebang people.
The Lebang people.
Yes.
If we want to look at Limbe 1, 2, 3.